Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Vicky. This is my first video and it's awkward. I apologise for that. The main reason why I wanted to start this channel off was because I have several conditions that basically chronic pain conditions, which include joint hypermobility syndrome or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, Fibromyalgia, Patella Alta. I have issues with my feet, blood pressure, Polysistic Overies, skin condition, that sort of thing. I'll go more into detail about them in their own separate videos. And also I wanted to show people that disability doesn't look the same on everybody. Everyone's affected differently. I went from being very active, able to run, pick the bus and stuff like that, and going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week depending on what was going on in my week. And it went from that to now me being basically completely bedbound. I have to have everything done for me, from getting me to the bathroom to having someone help shower me, and it just things that at 25, although I'm turning 26 in May, I never expected. And my parents and my husband are my carer or carers. So I never imagined my life like this. I thought in my 20s I went to college, got my grades up, qualifications. I started working. I even started up my own photography business. Started doing weddings, which I loved. Could be 12 hours, but I loved it. And it went from that to basically being stuck in bed every single day, doing the same routine. Another reason why I'm doing this channel, to keep myself from going nuts. Yeah, it's not just going to be about conditions, it's going to be, I guess you could see my views and opinions on certain things, possibly reviews and daily vlogs, I hope. The issue with that is if I dislocate my hip and I don't feel exactly great, I'm not going to want to be on camera for however long I need to be. I'll probably be sleeping it off the next day, especially with the medications they've got me on, which I will talk about. I do have a Facebook page, I do have a blog, and they will be posted below in the description. And basically I just want to get my life back. I'm working on that. Private physiotherapy. I've been bedbound for about 6 years now, coming up, and before that I was in and out of casts and braces and wheelchair and crutches, and they didn't know what was wrong with me. But at 20, 21, it just got so bad, like it just hit me, and I went from just having knee dislocations, which I'm not sure if you're watching this, if you've got the condition, or if you've ever known anyone with a dislocation, or you've gone through it yourself. It's painful. And I went from that to passing out and dislocating my shoulder, well, both my shoulders, but mainly my left one, which has an injury to it now, which I'll talk in another video about. I had ankle dislocations. I had a double knee and a double ankle dislocation, so two knees and 2 ankles go. And my mum got me my second wheelchair. My first one was basically a borrow off a family friend, and it was probably about 10 years old, so it wasn't suitable. So because I was rushed to hospital and they said unless I had a fracture they might not keep me in, Mum decided to get me a wheelchair so I could actually move. I also had to then deal with the stairs, which is why I live upstairs now, because if I try and go down them 9 times out of 10 I will dislocate on the way down, typically my knee or hip, which causes me to fall down the stairs, and then I have to call the paramedics out, who 9 times out of 10 are fantastic. But then I actually had one when I had 2 of my hips partially dislocated, so they were stuck out of joint. They had to be clipped in, and I was basically nearly at the top of the stairs, but I had to go all the way to the bottom on my bum with my shoulder, like using my arms. He actually told me to stop, I think it was stop whining or blubbering or something like that. So I have had a few that have upset me. That's another video. Basically, yeah, I'm not letting it take control of my life anymore. I've lost friends, I don't see family. People I care about have passed on, several, and I've not been there as much as I wanted to be. And me and my husband want to start a family, so I have to take control of this condition. Not many people with the conditions I have, like some people can't do it, I understand that, and everyone is different. The hospital said I either do my physiotherapy, which I'm doing privately now because I can't go to hospital, because every time on the way there, on the way back, even with hospital transport on a stretcher, I will dislocate my hip or have a back spasm, which means my body convulses with it. And basically I end up undoing 2 weeks worth of work and going back, and my physio was trying to maintain, so I'd be back here, but every time I'd go in I'd be going backwards and getting worse, and ended up in A&E, and or accident emergency, and they couldn't help me. They quite often, the junior doctors didn't know what to do with my condition, because with a normal dislocation you relocate it and they rest for a few weeks or a few months depending on the situation, and then they carry on. But with joint hypermobility syndrome it's a little bit more awkward than that. Basically the physio is the only thing at the moment that the hospital said they can do for me. I can't have the injections because I'd have to be injected at every single joint of my body. I can't have my joints fused, so it would basically hold them more in a steady position. I'd be restricted. It would be a chance that it wouldn't work, and it would be every single joint. It wouldn't just be, this is something that head, knees and toes, but shoulders, knees, hips, ankles. It would be my toes, it would be my fingers, it would be the little bones in my hand. I quite often injure my ribs very easily, just bits and pieces like that, but they wouldn't be really able to fuse my whole body. I'd be a walking plank of wood. So at the moment the physio is the way forward, and in my eyes I know it's helped me in the past. Before my hip started joining in, which caused my knees to play up again, I had 3 years without a dislocation, and this was just when it was basically one knee, and then my other knee kicked in, and then everything else. And so I know it will work for me. It's not easy, it's painful, it's not for everybody. I can say to people, I'll go for physiotherapy, the first few weeks or the first few months are agony. You'll get possibly worse at the beginning, which is true, but at the end of the day, for me, it's the only way forward. I don't want my husband to have to leave work so that he can care for me full time, rather than my parents having to take all the burden as well. It puts a lot of pressure on families, but it's not going to beat me, and it's not going to beat us. And I hope that in this video you'll see that there's hope and light at the end of the tunnel, because it can be done. I'm having an extension done downstairs. It starts tomorrow or Tuesday, the I want to say 5th of April. Yeah, 5th. And it starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, which sounds like a really odd thing to mention, but for me that is extremely exciting. It'll take 2 months, and it's been done by the council, and I'm very thankful for that. And basically it'll be a downstairs bedroom, so I don't have to do the stairs. I can see people, I can be safe, and I have access to the garden, like with a little ramp on my wheelchair and stuff, which would be nice. And I'll also have a wet room built on, so that'll take two months, 2.5. So I'll be showing the progress of that as well. So yeah, I think that's it for the first video. Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you for watching me babble on. I hope my Brummy accent isn't too strong. And yeah, like the video, subscribe. There'll be lots more videos, and hopefully done better than this one. And thanks for watching.